Hey, Overcomers. I hope you are all having an amazing day. I'm Dara Marie. I'm your favorite mindset teacher, and this is Be an Overcomer, where you are inspired and empowered to walk by faith and use the gift of imagination to create the life you desire. So, Overcomers, today's message is change your code. And actually, this message, it was inspired by my business coach. She's also a tech guru. I thank God for her. She's awesome. And in this conversation, she mentioned change your code. And it's amazing because I actually was taking notes. And I just want to share some things. And I know, Overcomers, you've heard me say this before, that while we are thankful for the gadgets and the computers and the things that we have, the greatest computer that we've been given is our mind. That is the greatest thing that God has given us. And actually, I wrote some notes. You are a supercomputer. The programming you have right now has brought you to everything that you have at this current moment. So basically, our past thinking, it could be how you were raised. It could be also your daily conversations with people. A lot of times we get our programming from actually external things in the environment. It could be conversations. It could be the latest headlines. It could be what's trending. And we don't realize that our subconscious mind, it's always listening. Okay. And we know that because Joseph Murphy said, our subconscious mind, it takes you at your word. And according to science, we think anywhere between 60,000 to 70,000 thoughts a day. That is a lot of thinking. We might not realize that, but we're thinking all day long. Our mind is constantly running. Our thoughts are constantly going. So, Overcomers, I want to read to you today from two books. The first book is The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy. And he wrote, your subconscious mind is oftentimes referred to as your subjective mind. Your subjective mind takes cognizance of its environment by means independent of the five senses. Your subjective mind perceives by intuition. It is the seat of your emotion and the storehouse of memory. Your subjective mind performs its highest functions when your objective senses are in abeyance. In a word, it is that intelligence which makes itself manifest when the objective mind is suspended or in a sleepy, drowsy state. Your subjective mind sees without the use of natural organs of vision. It has the capacity of clairvoyance and clairaudience. Your subjective mind can leave your body, travel to distant lands, and bring back information oftentimes of the most exact and truthful character. Through your subjective mind, you can read the thoughts of others, read the contents of sealed envelopes, and closed safes. Your subjective mind has the ability to apprehend the thoughts of others without the use of ordinary objective means of communication. It is of the greatest importance that we understand the interaction of the objective and subjective mind in order to learn the true art of prayer. So basically, what he's saying here is that our subconscious mind, it stores everything. It stores memory. According to science, it stores everything from the day you were born to the day you leave this earth. So it houses a lot of information, and it's constantly taking things in from the outside world. And based on what you feed your mind, it will be expressed. It will manifest in your outside world. So it is in your best interest to feed your mind the proper things so that you can gain the right results, okay? And I also want to read to you from my latest book, Faith and Imagination, Keys to Effortless Living. And as you know, I'm always talking about mindset. I'm always talking about how our thoughts become things and how we are to walk by faith and not by sight. And truly, if we would walk by faith and not by sight, the things in our outer world would change. But the key is us. Oftentimes in this world, We are trained to focus on the outside world. We are trained to think that it's someone else when really all the answers are within us, okay? It's within us. So I want to read to you from the section Inner Conversations. How are you speaking to yourself? What are you talking about? Your inner dialogue consists of the conversations you have with yourself. They are your innermost thoughts. Whether we acknowledge it or not, we think all day long, and our thoughts sometimes can't be shut off. It is in our best interest to think thoughts that serve us and speak kindly to ourselves. Whatever we believe consistently becomes true. Thoughts become things. Our inner conversations will become a reality. In the past, a person who spoke to themselves was considered crazy. However, now we know that our thoughts create what we understand about the subconscious mind. To change our reality, we must change our inner conversations. If you do not want to experience something in your reality, you must turn your attention away from it, okay? And that relates to changing your code, okay? Our mind has like a code based on the thoughts that you think, based on past experiences. And here's the thing, a lot of times people want a change in their life, but they're unwilling to change their thoughts, okay? When you start to change your thoughts, you will eventually change your habits. You will start to think thoughts that favor the direction of where you want to go. Practical example, you may want success, but you're constantly speaking failure. You're constantly reflecting on past things that didn't work. It might be past businesses. It may be past relationships. It may be certain circumstances that seem to show up in your life on repeat. I want to encourage you, overcomers. The key to changing that is shifting your thoughts. You must shift your thoughts. And in doing that, you will change your code. You will change the programming, okay? Because our thoughts truly become things. But our job as conscious creators, as people of faith, is to drive our lives in the direction you want to go. Just like when you get in your car, you steer your car towards the direction you want to go. Your thoughts are driving your life, whether you know it or not, overcomers, okay? So I just want to encourage you, change your code. And you do that daily by disciplining your mind to focus on the things you want and deciding what it is that you want and staying persistent in it and not letting up. Like I always tell you, we do not let up until it shows up. And once it shows up, it becomes an assumption. It becomes something that we're expecting. It becomes something that we know this is what we want to have in our lives. And that's how you know you are going in the direction of the things that you want. Okay, overcomers? So I want to also leave you with this quote by Neville Goddard. And he's talking about inner conversations here, and I included him in my book. So what are you saying at every moment? Watch it. Be careful of what you are saying, because your whole vast world is this inner conversation pushed out. Your inner thoughts, the outside world is going to reflect that. So everything stems with you. It is truly an inside job. And this is why we must change our code so that we can manifest that dream life, so we can see that vision come to pass, so we can see our heart's desires become a reality. This is why the Bible says, as a man thinks in his heart, so is he. It is your thoughts that's creating your life. It doesn't matter what's happening in the external world. I get it. We're all in this world, right? But as the Bible says, we are in this world, but we're not of this world. And this is why we have to renew our minds daily to the things that we truly want. We have to learn to focus on the things that we want so that it can manifest and so that we can change our lives. So overcomers, I pray this message encouraged you. The message is change your code. Also, if you like this book is available. It's on Amazon, as well as my website, DaraMarieProductions.com. Also, overcomers, if you really like this channel, you're enjoying it, join the channel. We have a membership now, so I'm so excited about that. I'm so thankful for our new overcomers. I'm so thankful for the people that have been here since day one. I appreciate you all so much, okay? I pray you have an awesome and blessed day, and always be an overcomer.